Travis Hunter just got married. I don't really like to talk about that kind of stuff, but you gave us a story from your neighbor, how something happened. He had a nice, hundreds of $1 million lick. They invited the neighbors over, toasting, hitting the thing, ding, ding, ding. The next day, he gets the slip.
So you don't like to talk about it, which I agree with you, but you want to line me up to talk about
No. I just want...
What do you think about Travis Hunter and his babe, getting married? What does Jadakiss think about that?
I wish him the best. I wish him much success in the NFL and much success in marriage.
I just don't believe these days in true love no more. So I don't believe...
You don't believe in true love?
I don't believe in true love no more like that. Meaning that back in the days, the love our parents had, or the love at least the last sprinkle of love we had, is different now. So now...
Everything's microwave.
No, everything's a business agreement.
Instant, is a business.
You get married, you got to sit down. I watch, and it's on a thing, I watched this thing on Netflix, Ocho Cinco and his girl, who I always thought they loved each other to death, and they brought the lawyers before the wedding. And the wedding was called off because they was like, I want a piece of your show, you want a piece of my show, I wanted this. It just turned straight business. And so what I'm saying to you is that, unfortunately, especially a young athlete, the stigma is not true, because John Beeson's my brother. He's a real smart guy. But the stigma around young athletes is they know how to play the fuck out the sport. They ain't that bright. And so the girls zero in on them.
No, it's not. They're not that bright. They book smart and they athletic when it comes to
smart
about the y'all. Yeah, because they gym rats. They've been in the gym or the field or the classroom. They haven't been on Broadway.
The census is God bless Travis Hunter, but my common sense say this won't end right. He's gonna end a lot poorer. No prenup. This ain't gonna end right. and so that's the point where if that's your son, that's your nephew,
this
that's
might
your
be
best
real
friend.
love though, crack. No prenup mean.
When was the last time we saw real love in this generation? Like, you could say real love, unless you both is broke and you coming up together, she get a good job and you get a job and we buy the crib together and we do it together. Other than that, if you a guy with 100 M's and all that, chances say you fucked, and big time. And let me tell you something. Somebody should have jumped in front of the barrel.
Do anybody got something to say? Somebody should
have jumped in front of the barrel early, like an uncle, a nephew. We hate those people, but at least let it be known. I got a friend, right, which I can't really talk in too much detail, but I got a friend who was once married, and, they got him. You know what I'm saying? They got him for his paper and all that. His ex-wife got him. She took most of the bread. He was back, fucked up, this, that. Crawled out the dungeons.
Crawled out?
Out the dungeon. When I say dungeons, look, when you go pick up your man and he got the Hitler mustache.
Yo, come on.
The big shit like this, he don't even look like, he all fucked up. When you go up there, he got the quarter field. Now, the big shit like this. When you come pull up and you like, damn, bro. Like, what happened?
Speaking of I don't like how, from Indiana. There's somebody on the Pacers that look like Ron from different world. I hate that nigga, dog.
Shepard.
I don't like Benjamin Shepard or whatever his name. He got a rifle though, but he looks like Ron from a different world.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like a bunch of them Indiana guys, but him right there, the guy who come up in there to ruffle some feathers.
Ron from a different world.
Listen, that's what I mean, that mustache.
He got big bread. See how you thought your man was...
But my man was fucked up. So we encourage him. Sure enough, he gets back on his feet. He starts making a bunch of money again. And he's ready to rekindle an old flame.
Oh, he went back?
Yes.
After they...
Listen. But my thing is, because everybody talking behind his back. You got your crew, I got mine. Everybody, yo. I had the balls to pull over on the West Side Highway. He gonna know I'm talking about him. And I said, yo, they left you fucked up already. Are you sure you want to do that? Nah, Joe, I know what I'm doing, this and this. I said, bro, I picked you up with the quarter field.
Yo, come on, man.
Nah, you know the mustache, the shit. You know the shit like Shepherd from Indiana, that big old, the fucking free cheese mustache. You remember them block cheese shits? That nigga got that shit right there, right? So I'm like, yo, check this out. I said, you should. I wouldn't have been a real one. I wouldn't have kept it real with myself, with my DNA. So I had to be. He said, nah, I got this, this, and this, and that. I said, all right, you sure? I just want you to know I'm bringing this up at this time just so that you know that, you know, I'm not just going with, I'm just trying to be, nah, Joe, I got this. Everybody's happy. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But these guys, they want to spin that. They want to rekindle that old flame. I don't know what to tell you. It just ain't safe no more, man. To get married and shit like that. That
you
shit
need
ain't
old
safe.
music in the back right here. Where's the love?
No, that's what I'm saying.
The love.
Because once you coming in the game, you know what I'm saying?
It's just a Dunkin' cup, but it's Kiss Cafe in here, baby.
That's right, baby.
KissCafeCoffee.com, baby.
KissCafeCoffee.com. We got rewind to 10. Why fight the time while you can rewind the time? Why look 53 while you can look 43? Why look 43 while you can look 33? If your wife says she likes you with that gray beard, she's lying, guys. Get in the game. Get your stride back. Rewind to 10. Sally's Beauty. CVS. Yo, listen. Kai Cenat, right? He must have.
I think Travis should have called Kai.
Oh, yo, he ain't go to the school of Kai.
No, he didn't.
He ain't go to the school of Kai. But you know what also that tells me about Travis? He ain't got real people around him as much as he did.
Hey, dude.
Somebody
got Coach Prime. He got Shador. He got. They definitely.
They told him.
No, they love him, but I think Prime sat him down and gave him all the game that he did. Shout out to Coach Prime.
Well, you know, I love Prime.
He treated him like a son. I know he gave him all the tools and the resources.
Let's move forward
that he needed.
So I could talk about the funniest shit I've seen since like Dave Chappelle. This guy, Kai Cenat, has a class for athletes. The audience is athletes making 100 million, 50 million, this and this and that. And what not to fall for with like bad chicks and baddies and all that. So they got a girl acting like she, you know, and then you got a guy. So she calling him like, hey, babe.
Shooting a shot.
They're not in front of the classroom. Hey, babe, you know, I'm at the mall. You know, I seen this watch. You know, and I cannot leave the mall without this watch. This is it just speaks to me, this, that. And then she goes, you know, I need to see if you can wire over 60,000. Just 60,000, babe, this. So they jump out. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up, let her talk some more. He goes, what kind of, you ask her, what kind of watch? She says, what kind of watch? And she says, AP. He says, this is your out. You absolutely hate APs. You can't see it with APs, this. So he's teaching the guy, and the girl's like, yeah, well, but I like AP, this and this and that. And they start telling him, yo, tell her your shit is maxed out. Like, you know, you already spent this week's money. It's done. And she said, damn, some guys got me like that before. This, that. I mean, they're giving classes on how not to get got by a chick.
I think we need that.
Oh, no.
That should be mandated.
I thought it was brilliant. Like, I'm watching this shit, I'm dying laughing. I'm like, yo, this shit is brilliant. Because, you know, guys out here, they getting got. Let me ask you a question, right? Now that I'm talking about it. I wouldn't say you because you've been married a long time, but what's the foulest shit a chick ever did to one of your mans that you was just like,
man.
No, I need it, though. I need it from the top.
I can't enter this realm. I just know, I know somebody that's on that I can't even say. It's a lot of, you know, just be.
Yeah, but can we hear one?
I can't, I don't.
In general.
I don't, these is too serious and detrimental to, you know what I mean? Just watch. Lose your money, don't lose your mind. And don't lose your money either. Or your mind. So don't lose nothing, man. Watch your fucking, you know what I mean?
Man,
watch your back, young athletes.
Well, I've had a young girlfriend way before Like I had a serious girlfriend, and I was in the hood. I ain't this before I ever thought I was gonna be Fat Joe the rapper. And every single guy I ever had beef with, like I'm like, yo, Black Tone, I'ma get him. Yo, Chaguito, I'ma get him. All that shit while I'm sitting there. Yeah. Everybody from the hood, I'ma this, that. So I break up with the girl, and they hit me, yo, Craig.
She with Chaguito.
Sorry, she just walked out the spot with Chaguito. Yo, Craig, Black Tone, he smashed the shorty.
They know how to get you back.
They'll fuck all your enemies. It's just the truth. And when I say enemies, and then once they finish with the enemies, they'll fuck your friends. So
and turn them into enemies.
Oh, it's bad out here, man. And so this many years ago, but that's the foulest shit ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to use one of my friends. I got friends too much shit done happen to them. You know, as far as me, it's like, yo, I done seen it. I stared the enemy in the barrel. It was like, damn, and you can't do nothing about it. You just got to handle it and take it on the chin.
Yeah.
50 years old, Lauryn Hill turned 50. AI, the original artificial
Andre
intelligence.
3 Stacks.
Yeah, but AI, Allen Iverson turned 50 years old.
The original artificial intelligence. It's crazy.
The original artificial intelligence. Like when I look at Shy
Bubba Chuck.
But when I look at Shy in there, that's the AI handle. When he got two men coming to him and he's splitting this shit and all that, I'm looking at vintage AI. So Allen Iverson, you got any stories that's legendary with Allen Iverson? For sure you do.
No. I mean, I got a lot of stories, but I don't know. Chuck is an ill. Anybody that know him, you know he's an ill brother. A recent one, he wanted a locks hat at one of the last fights at in the Barclays. One of the last Tank or Devin Haney and one of them fights, one of the recent big fights in the Barclays. So he called me like, yo, I need the locks hat with my outfit. So boom, we get in the Barclays. He's inside there, I'm inside. I'm in the suite. The lady that's running the suite is speaking to she spoke to whoever, where he was at, the lady, and like, yo, I'm gonna have the hats delivered. They'll be at his seat when he gets to his seat. He didn't want that. He said, nah, I need the hat before I go out to the seat. And it took like 40 minutes. He was out. They like, Mr. Iverson, we got the whole thing. We know where your seat is at. We'll meet you. Him, nah, I need the hat. I'm not going out there without the hat. So he's still crazy like that. He wanted the hat before he went out, even though they was going to bring him the hat. Chuck is nuts. Then he called me like every 3-4 months for a re-up of the hat. Yo, send me the hat, yo.
He let it hat.
The Reebok commercial. There's a crazy story with that. Chris Robinson, we shooting it. Shout out to Steve Stout. Shout out to everybody involved in that. We in PA somewhere, shooting the AI, me and AI commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Then like on lunch break or something, they like, yo, you got a son. This when my son was little, and AI had a little son. They're like, yo, we gonna shoot another one. We got, I don't know, $250,000, whatever it was, 150, 250, 200, something. They making a contract right now, send for my son, and they gonna do a replicant with our sons. One of my mans is with me on set. I ain't gonna say his name, so you know, but he's doing a weed transaction with somebody else on the set. They get busted. They turned the whole shit like it was kilos, though. The big cameras came out, they flashing the weed, they stopped the whole shit, they called it off. My man ended up getting arrested in the middle of shooting and shit. I had to bail him out. And I fucked up a bag. That was a bag fucked up.
A nice bag. That's a big bag.
Could have been a double bag. It turned out to be one bag.
Me and AI got a
That goes with cutting your entourage.
Oh, no, you got to. The thing that it's too much come to mind, but with AI being that we on my brother AI, I think one of my best friends, and we grew up together, me and AI. And I remember he would, when he had days off, he would drive down to New York and he'd come in the convertible Bentley.
Yeah.
And then one night we had him, he was playing the Knicks on Saturday, and he came to Jimmy's Cafe with us. And me and him, fuck him, me and him got so drunk that night, right, that I had no choice, but I pulled up in my man's house up like Fordham, right? And it was the bummy apartment with yo, listen, I mean, clothes all over the shit. It was the trap house without the drugs. It was just bummy house. He was like, yo, y'all can stay up here, right? Cause we was blasted pissy drunk. We had the convertible with us. We spent the night in this crib in the bummiest shit in the world. And then when I woke up, AI was like gone, right? So he's in a convertible Bentley, iced out, Fordham Road over there by Tracy Towers.
No doubt. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Trenches.
We in the beyond trenches, right? So if you don't know what Tracy Towers is where they throw the TVs off the roof at the cops. It's one way in, one way out. So we outside of there, like where hip hop was invented, court. But anyway, he disappears. That day, I go to the Knick game. It's like around 3:00. So the coach, all of them, they all knew AI was with me the night before. He was pissy drunk. I'm talking about vomiting, all type of shit. So we go to the game. I'm so scared. Like, I'm like, I said, they're never going to let me hang out with this guy again. The guy plays against the Knicks and drops like 51 on them. In the afternoon, AI destroyed them. And so, but I ain't going to lie to you, the coach never really, that the Philly coach never liked me.
Larry Brown?
It wasn't even Larry Brown. It was Larry Brown, and then it was the owner.
Oh, Pat
It was
Croce.
mad cool. Yeah, Pat Coachy. He's the one who came up to me. He's like, he's thinking me. I don't even get high, nothing like that. He's like, yo, I don't like how you hang out with AI, and he's always drunk around you and this. I'm like, yo, you got me fucked up. I don't get like they had me.
I only drink on occasion.
Yeah, they had me blacklisted for no reason. But I remember we shot that movie with Adam Sandler recently, and Pat Cole, he was there. It was in Philly, and he told me that too. He was like, yo, Fat Joe, you're a cool dude. I'm happy for you, but you was on my shit list with AI because they felt like something always happened while he was with me. Shout out to AI.
AI's the
who do you
illest.
want for Coach Tibbs?
I don't know, because those are some big shoes to fill. If we don't make it to the playoffs, or we don't make it, then we're gonna be sad.
We're gonna be the Knicks fans, huh?
But I take somebody that deserves the job. You know what I mean? Mark Jackson always a candidate, but we don't know. It's some political shit that happened.
I don't know what's up with Mark. Does anybody know why they hate on Mark Jackson? He was taking Golden State to the chip anyway. They put Steve Kerr, he took it, but Mark Jackson would have won them chips with Steph Curry and them.
He would have at least won one or two, it seems like.
But why the league always act like he's blacklisted or blackballed?
Something happened that you gotta ask Wes.
What's going on with these guys?
Or East.
What's going on with these guys lately?
We gotta ask Worldwide West, or we gotta ask Dave East. What happened to Mark Jackson, man?
How would Dave East though?
I don't know. You need somebody to balance it out after you ask Worldwide West.
You gotta ask Dave East?
Yeah, that's only it sounds the best.
In hip hop.
What are you talking about?
Hey, Joe and Jada, legends. My question is, my name is Joe, by the way, from Fitchburg, Massachusetts.
I didn't even know
My
that.
question is, how do you guys
Massachusetts.
develop such longevity in the game to where you guys came out in the 90s and still now everybody wants to hear what you guys have to say. Everybody wants to dress how you guys dress. Everybody wants to live the lifestyle of you guys. What kind of words can you give to guys that are in their 30s and their 40s right now just to keep that level of cool with the culture right now?
Yeah, a lot.
Got a lot to say, huh?
I say the longevity thing is embracing the new stuff that comes out without compromising what you stand for and what you represent. Being able to be talked to, being approachable, being able to reach the people, and all that other shit is him.
Well, you just got to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? At all times, as an artist, as a man, or a female, as a person,
Self-confidence.
you got to have that self-confidence and believe in yourself. You know how many times they counted me out? And, I got stories like I got jerked from my publishing for like 12 to 15 years of my career. And so I was hearing about everybody getting these publishing deals and it for millions of dollars. Ludacris came, he was like, yo, I got this publishing deal for millions. So I was hearing all the rappers. So when I finally got my publishing back, I go around to all the Warner Brothers, everywhere that was, and Warner Chapel and this. And they were like looking at me like, listening to me. And they were like, yeah, all right. And they was offering me shit like $200,000 deals and all that. And I remember I went in my car and my lawyer at the time, he came to the car. I was like, yo, I thought they was giving people millions. He was like, yo, Joe, you're not hot right now. I was like, I guess that's part of the narcissism or the delusion. When he said that, the next day I had drove down to Miami to meet with Scott Storch and we made Lean Back. I came back to New York maybe a month later with Lean Back fully done and went back to the same people. They wasn't trying to let me go out the office. They was offering me M's like crazy because they knew it. And I was showing them the dance, Lean Back. They were like, oh, no, don't leave. Hold up. We got some M's for you. We got some this and this and that. So at the end of the day, the only way to make you believe in us is we got to believe in ourselves.
Next question, please.
Hey, this is Nate. Joe and Jada, you guys are legends in hip hop. I have individual playlists of both of you guys. And I really appreciate your contribution to hip hop. With that stated, is there a feature on an artist's song that was supremely impactful in your lives? Also, is there a feature from an artist that you wanted to get but never had the chance to get?
A feature that impacted my life a lot was AZ on Nas's Illmatic. I never heard nobody flow like that so smoothly. Changed our life. And I've always wanted, he's happy with his career and everything, but I really thought AZ was going to be like a Nas, a Jay-Z, on that super level. But if we talking features, that's the one that stands out the most to me. If I could pick two, all right. I'm not going to pick two.
Me, it had to be Nas, Live at the Barbecue. That fucked us up when we heard that. It was incredibly incredible for some young, the whole song was incredible, but Nas's verse was just crazy. You know what I mean? For me.
At the age of 12, I went to hell for snuff for Jesus. We never even heard shit
Nobody
like that.
say nothing even remotely close to
that shit was like, hello. That shit was like somebody's coming. There you go. We got Nas on both those. It's crazy. Next question, please.
I got a two-parted question for both.
Two-parted.
Jada
That's
and
4
Joe.
questions.
So I was listening to 40 Bars of Terror where Jada rapped over the Yeah 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 beat on the Lean Back on the Terror Squad album. So I wanted to know, Jada, how you get into that mindset to hit those bars with such surgical precision. And then the second question is, what was Joe's reaction when he heard those bars? Did you ever think about making it an official remix, or was that dad? Did you hear the bars like, nah, I'm not putting him on my record because he body my shit. So yeah, that's what I would like to know.
For me, that song was anytime I do a freestyle is paying homage to the original song because you like it that much. But that 40 Bars of Terror, yeah, the beat, I couldn't wait to use that beat. I was doing the Champions Air Part 1. So I was doing the whole mixtape, and that was definitely after they dropped that song, I'm like, I need that. That's definitely gonna be one of the instrumentals I use. So yeah, that was, for me, it's always homage. Anytime you hear me doing any bars on somebody's beat, it's because you like the original beat, especially when you do 40 bars or more, you really love the beat. You know what I mean?
40 bars. I don't know, man. I just, I love Jadakiss every time he raps. I think he's one of the few. I ain't trying to gas this dude out. He don't need it right now. But every time he raps, I feel like he's one of the he's one of the very, 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 very few MCs that I think he kill every verse you ever did. So it's like, I give that to Big too. Somebody like Jay-Z. It's very rare that a rapper kill every verse I ever heard. So I gotta always salute Jada for that.
Appreciate that. Next question, please.
Joe and Jada, what's up? This is Riverside Slim. I can't even
Riverside
lie.
Slim, he from Godfather
Speak.com is
Hall,
crazy,
man.
hey yo. But this one for Jada. Jada, is there any rap song or R&B song, whatever, that you wanted to write a verse to, or wish it was your track? Out of all tracks, which one you was like, man, I could have did an ill verse on that, John?
I think every song that's a hit, you feel like you wish you could have been featured on it. But
how many features have you been on, Jada? Do you ever did the numbers?
They ain't gonna do the analytics on me till I'm dead, crack. Then they gonna just start finding all kind of incredible new shit that I did that they could have told me when I was alive. But would he say something you wish you was on that you saw? Shit, I go from in the club, lean back, all the way up. I actually did a remix of that, me and Fab. Any song that's a hit, you wish you was a part of. Any song that make you want to be on it, that's how you know it's a hit. For me, it's everything. Bunch of Drake songs, bunch of Rick Ross shits, Kanye, all of them shits that come out, you're like, damn, why did the fuck they call me for this?
The one song I hear all the time that I be like, damn, I could have been on, I should have been on that was it French song, Pop That? Pop That?
Oh yeah, damn, you missed it?
I missed it. That song right there, every time I hear it, I'm like, man, I wish I was on that fucking song. It's just that energy that comes on. Whenever I work out in the gym, I work out.
That's a good song. That, matter of fact, I got to try working out. That's a good song.
Oh, no, that's hype mania. Yeah. That right there, that should get you hype.
Balling.
Like in New England. Like I play for New Whiskey. Sheesh.
We're talking about the rise of Southern hip hop in the 90s.
Who are some of the crews that are most influential at that time?
What label had the most impact? No Limit, Cash Money, Suave House, Rap a Lot, So Def, Slip and Slide, LaFace. What would you say?
Oof.
I say all of them shits.
I say all of them too. But from a historical standpoint, don't kill me, but I believe Suave House and Tony Draper were the first to open that door with independent. And the thing about the South, Rap a Lot, that was independent. I think about the way Luke had that shit on tilt in Miami. Uncle Luke.
Don't ever forget what he
did. I
think
that's better. That's before Slip and Slide.
He reached Congress.
No, he reached Congress. So Luke, so many contributions to the hip hop game in the South. Now, when Jermaine Dupri was here, I didn't want to argue with him, right? Because he was royalty. But I felt like the South keep it together more than New York. I think New York, when I think New York.
They definitely do.
kind of fell apart was when everybody started getting money and everybody started saying, this is my crew, we getting the most money, we this. Because, you know, when the time I came out, I would show up at everybody's video. Everybody would show up at my video. We all supported each other. I think once the money came in play and ego and pride, you know, they say that pride and ego comes in before every downfall.
That's a fact.
And so, you know, the South, they started doing records with each other. Even when I moved down to Miami, Pitbull's in one studio, Wayne's in one studio, Ross is in one studio, Scott Storch is in one studio, Khaled's in one, and everybody was just walking in each other's sessions, just doing songs with each other. And we missed that in New York. I think the South.
We used to have it like that. It used to be like that.
And then
everybody got a couple $.
Who you think is the most legendary record label in Southern hip hop?
You said Suave House, definitely rap a lot. Slip and Slide was doing their thing, but I would say it would have to be No Limit and Cash Money to me.
He was on tour with Cash Money.
Impeccable runs, yeah. We was on a Rough Rider Cash Money tour. That shit was
What was that like?
It was like the best of both worlds. You know, like up top in New Orleans. And we was bringing that East Coast New York flavor, and they was bringing that New Orleans. Baby, you heard me. Mm-hmm. And it was a perfect match. You know what I mean? They had mad tour buses. They brought the whole family. Grandma, aunts, I ain't sure, rest in peace. Miss Gladys might have been there.
They was pulling up.
They had the whole family, dogs, babies, grandmas, aunties. They had everybody on one tour. They came crazy.
They came crazy.
Shout out to Birdman. Yeah, they did it.
Shout out to Birdman. What's up, Birdman? You know, Lil Wayne, I'm going to skip all the way to like Carter 3. And Lil Wayne was like the first, because, you know, he was a South rapper, but the way he was rapping off of these soul beats, and he was spitting, but he was spitting with it, you know, me, you, whether we like to admit it, even 50 Cent, whoever. We got a New York flow, man, New York cadence. He was like he was just bouncing all over these beats like I had never heard nobody bounce over them and saying some shit. You know, he was barred up.
Yeah, Weezy, that's what he do. Weezy is one of the people that withstand the test of time, coming in the game as a kid and then turning into a man and fucking creating his own uproar. You know what I'm saying? Starting with the Hot Boys, doing all that, being the little one, and then he put the whole shit on his back after a while.
Bling, bling.
That ain't
Every
easy
time
to
we
do.
got that better, they get bling,
Yeah.
bling.
Welcome home to BG.
And Juvie. All those guys. Master
My man
P.
Fresh.
Master P to me showed everybody how to get money.
He fucking bombarded the game. He was dropping, they had them colorful album covers with the gold shit on it.
With the tanks, Mia X.
Dropping artists every month.
Silk the Shocker,
He really
Murder.
treated the rap game like the Carter, and he had something dropping every month.
He figured it out. It was like, that was his content at the time. So he was like, anything I throw out there, if it sell, I just bring it to the pal. You know, that's almost like how I do my accounting, whether I'm, you know, making money doing a podcast or a show or this or that. At the end of the month, I bring it all together and be like, all right, we did well. So that's how he was moving with the music. And then he had a legendary run where Snoop Dogg was going through his shit. He brought him down there.
Snoop up, yeah. Dude, Snoop a life preserver.
Dude, Snoop, I feel like Snoop is very loyal to him and realized that was a major time in his life, you know, where he needed help, and Master P threw him that life preserver.
Facts. What artist from the South had the most influence on New York hip hop, would you say?
I say
Listen to the question carefully. What artist from the South had the most influence on New York hip hop. Not even sure. So that means their influence.
If you ask Hove and you ask a bunch of rappers, they might just say Scarface. You know.
You gotta you better mention them for that.
I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, you asking me. It's a toss-up between Scarface and Lil Wayne to have the most influence and impact on New York artists. Now, if you talk about...
No, those is great names. I think it's more though. It's Scarface, it's Weezy, it's Jeezy.
Jeezy.
T.I.
Yes. You know, I got a story with T.I., you know what I'm saying? You know, I was signed to Atlantic Records and I sold 2 million records and they had this poster of me. Shit was like 6 floors high. When you walk in the lobby, the shit was the whole shit was me in an orange leather shirt, medallion with the I gotta bring the lion out. I ain't never bring the lion to this show yet. So I got the lion with the big brick in his mouth. He got the big diamond in his mouth. So they had this shit in the poster for, I think, like 2-3 years. One day I walk into a meeting with Atlantic and the shit had a poster of T.I., the big shit. And I went upstairs and they start talking to me like, yo, your last album only sold 500,000. This new guy, T.I., is selling 2 million, this. Yo, this shit was the craziest shit in the world. And that's around the time I had to leave Atlantic where I was like, yo, all right, y'all don't believe in me, I gotta go. Then I went independent. But I mean, that shit was crazy. But I always had love for T.I. T.I.'s very influential in New York. And Jeezy, you know, what could you say about Jeezy? Jeezy, who started trap music? Was it T.I. or was it Jeezy?
Don't get me the line. I don't know. I mean, T.I. came out before Jeezy.
The trap, yeah, and he had the album Trap Music. He got a trap museum in Atlanta. T.I. has an actual trap museum where you see him sneaking out the refrigerator, goes into another room. They rebuilt a trap. And the most legendary, you know, as years went on, Gucci Mane was very influential.
Gucci's that dude, man. You know that. He did a lot for hip hop. He did a lot for Atlanta.
You know, but I got to go back, right? Because I got to go back. So the question is, who influenced New York? Now, who influenced the world and mostly the South? Because I'm in the South. So I'm mostly in Miami, part-time New York for the last 20-something years. So I'm stuck in the studio with 1 million Miami Heat fans. I mean, like, this shit is crazy. And the way they talk about Andre 3000, I don't think no New Yorker...
He's one of the kings.
Yeah, but I don't think no New Yorker...
3 Stacks? You kidding me?
I know, but do they understand what 3 Stacks means to the South?
Hell, they better.
Big Boy too.
Outkast, as a group and as individuals. They them dudes. They know if you don't, you should listen to something else. Smooth jazz.
I'll never forget, I was in Walt Disney one day. I was taking my daughter and randomly 3 Stacks just walked by. He had the fucking, the what's this shit, like the Oshkosh suit.
Oh, he had the jump on.
He had his shit rolled. Now that everybody rocking it, but he had the shit rolled up with this. I was like, yo, did I just run into 3 Stacks walking by himself in Walt Disney? Man, the man was walking by himself in Walt Disney with his shit rolled up. I was like, yo, that's fucking 3 Stacks.
You liable to see 3 Stacks anywhere. Walk in the middle of Brooklyn.
You got Janet Jackson at her prime.
Was it her prime?
Okay, yeah, she was 6-packed up and all that at that time. There was a Janet that went crazy at one point that she became the baddest.
I
know that
since good times.
Can I say? Can?
She was in her prime forever.
You caught her at the time she went crazy, right? And I don't know. Let me ask you.
She went crazy before that.
Let me ask you a question. Well, if she went crazy before that, it was enough to make you say, "Let me holler."
Yeah.
Right. The confidence to holler at Janet, Well, I don't know
Did you
because
just hear on the act? Did you just hear what he said he did from 12?
no, I understand. It's Janet Jackson. No,
It's
I'm talking about Penny.
Dupree.
Okay, well, you got the confidence I ain't got. Now let me ask you a question. You ever got checked by?
Confessions.
Can I say something?
Joe Fortify.
See, I tell you, he's on his shit on this interview,
Because I
right?
can't let you get away with this shit today.
This ain't that, and that ain't this. It's cracking kiss. Michael Jackson never pulled you on the side and said, "Yo, you dating my sister?" You know, did you? So he never he don't get involved in his sister's love life.
Nah, but Jackie, I think Jackie did. And then
Jackie wanted to smoke a lady.
I mean, they just let me know,
No,
like,
I mean somebody.
but at the same time, you
Somebody
had,
fucking with your
and-
sister,
and-
you
and-
might, most like, I used to sit in front of my sister with a baseball bat. She hated me my whole life. Guy come to visit her and I'm sitting right in Forest Projects with a baseball bat looking at the dude like they had no time
Before
to
you even
kiss,
met him,
hug,
though, huh?
anything.
before you even met him, huh?
I don't give a fuck. At that time, I was one of them crazy Puerto Ricans. So you was like, yo, I'm dating this chick. This is a crazy Puerto Rican nigga with a baseball bat
front of the
staring at me. No, at the house. You know, yo, miss, can I come visit your daughter? I'm sitting there with the baseball. My sister never got over that from me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was whack. It was whack. So he never stepped to you like that.
Nah, but in the house, you have to pick a side, though, between Michael and Janet at that particular
That's how
time.
it was?
Yeah, you had to pick a side. Like, if you was on the Michael side or you was on the Janet side. And
So
if
there
you
was family competition.
Yeah, of course,
split.
100%. Just imagine if it
100%.
was six Jermaine Duprees. We had fuck Atlanta up.
So that shit was like control.
So like Jackie, me and Jackie, we hit it off. Jackie told me, he was like, you know, we the first niggas in LA with Ferraris. And I'm like, what? You have to think about that.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah, just think
Oh,
about
that's
it.
a fact though.
Nah, but I'm just
They
saying,
was
you
the
can't.
first niggas in LA to ever have with Ferrari.
Black,
So the
black
Jacksons,
men.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was the first
be
black
riding
This
niggas
around.
to
fucking,
have
they the
any-
first alien in the living room, bro. These guys, you leave it to us. Anything they did, we
100%.
believe.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, you have to, you know, he's just breaking it down for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you didn't know that.
Nah, I
That's
didn't know
why I'm telling you, it took a lot of cojones to step to Janet Jackson. When the world heard Jermaine Dupri was dating Janet
He
Jackson,
was like this. Yeah.
you know how many motherfuckers was like, yo, I wish I had the heart to talk to her. Yo, Raul Recipes always told me J-Lo gave him a look one time. We were shooting a video with J-Lo. He would tell me all the time, I'm like, shut the fuck up. She ain't look at you, nigga. You fucking lying.
But by the way, that's all it
She
takes.
looked at me.
That's all it
I'm
takes.
telling you, I respect it because of you. I said, J-Lo did not look at you, Raul. And he really, he went to his grave with that story.
It's probably
He
true,
really
though.
believed
It's
that
probably
shit.
true, though.
He probably gave him a
It's probably true. That's why I said the money ain't thing. She look, she go. It's bye-bye.
She look, she go.
For sure.
Bye-bye.
You ain't got to say no more.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
I live by that today. She look, she go.
That's it.
That's what it is.
She look, she go.
It's a wrap.
Confessions. Before I even get to Mariah, what was you and the staff? Shout out to B Cox. Shout out to everybody. What kind of zone? What did y'all set out to do? Because if y'all just say, yo, we about to cook up some shit and go diamond and take over every piece of the world, y'all accomplished that to the T. But I don't think that's what y'all did.
Nah. Well, I mean, we had 8701 first before
Yep.
Confessions, right?
Shout out to that.
And
that was definitely
yeah. So
that's crazy.
8701.
Yeah,
We
just to top
wrote
that,
You Got It
great,
Bad.
yeah.
Real. So You Got It Bad, the success of You Got It Bad was just like, was the beginning of it. Like, it was like, okay, listen, we make, after You Got It Bad success, we went back in the studio for Confessions. The mentality was that we had to finish off what we thought You Got It Bad did, right? So Usher was talking about a song, like he felt like his relationship was going through this situation. He wanted it to burn out. Like, just let it burn out. I'm gonna have to go through the pain. And he was telling me this. And I couldn't really grasp what he was saying because I haven't gone through that type of situation. But I was trying to, and I was trying to figure it out. And He told me this and then he left. And I sat there for a minute. I kept thinking about it. I'm like, let it burn, let it burn. And I kept saying like, oh, okay, when feeling like nobody, you know, I started trying to figure out what the words were. And then I got it. And I called him back. I said, I got it. I got the hook. So he came back to the studio and we did Let It Burn first. Right? We did Let It Burn first. And then he started saying he was going through this thing where he couldn't really work in Atlanta. Let's go to LA. And I'm like, nah, here we go. This is the bullshit. I thought this was
everybody go through a phase. You thinking he gonna block his own blessings, right?
I'm like, here we go.
Like,
I'm thinking about me because I'm like I want to be where I can grab all the records that I need, any ideas. It's all in my studio, right? For me, as far as being creative, I don't want to go nowhere because I know I'm gonna forget something. I'm gonna leave something or I can't find something. Right. So he like, let's go to LA. And I'm like, ah, shit, cool. I'm going, we go to Brandon's Way and we get out there and my man that was with me, he was talking to me about girls and side girls and relationships and this, that, and the third. And I just kept saying, that's all bad. Like everything you talking about is all bad. And Usher came to the studio and we started talking about some things, but then he left. And all I kept remember, he was like, yo, let's come back tomorrow. And I was like, man, nah, I can't let LA beat me. I get like a writer's block. I feel like I got a writer's block, basically. And, you know, it's really, really bothering me because I already felt like it was going to happen when I got to LA.
Not to cut you off. That happens to me in LA. I can't just go there and go straight to the studio. I gotta cry. Some shit gotta happen. I don't got the same fluidity in the studio in LA that I got anywhere else. And I don't know what it is. It takes a while for me to I can't just go there and be Kiss off the rip.
So yeah, I never really successfully wrote in LA.
Never.
Me, myself. Yeah. Never hit one out the park in LA.
Yeah.
Like, I wrote shit there, but it wasn't.
Blackout was recorded in LA on X album. This is it right here, man. That's probably
no. He was recording out there.
Verse. I'm talking about for me. One that on X album is the best I was able to.
So yeah, so I'm going through this thing and I'm struggling. So I'm like, I told the engineer, give me a copy of the beat. Cause we made the beat. Me and Because made the beat. And I think I know the beat right. I ain't got the words. I can't figure it out. And I'm thinking about saying stuff that I don't think Usher's gonna want to say, right? So I'm thinking like that, he ain't gonna want to do this because this ain't what his life is, right? He ain't going through this. So I'm like, but that's what I want to say. But I'm thinking like this ain't gonna work. So I take the beat and I get in the car. And I'm getting in the car, I'm riding down Melrose, and I'm thinking like
I swear I knew.
I'm thinking like, shit, I ain't got the words. I can't. So I start thinking about Usual Suspect, right? Kaiser Soze was in the jail. Mm-hmm. He ain't had the words for the story. He just started looking for the words on the board and try to create the story. So I'm like, I'm gonna try this. And that's what I've started doing. I'm looking at signs on Melrose, there's all kind of shit going, right? So I get to the light, I think on 3rd, and the Beverly Center's in front of me. And that's when I say, every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend. Every time she called me, I told them, Gravy, I'm working. No, I was out doing my work. I was hand in hand in the Beverly Center like, man, not giving a damn who sees me. And I'm thinking like, oh, and I'm just grabbing this. Everything I see, I would have never said the Beverly Center in that song if the Beverly Center wasn't in front of me. I'm trying to do the Kaiser Soze shit, right? So as I get through that verse, I'm like, I got it. So everything I've been doing is all bad. I got a chick on the side with a crib in the ride. I've been telling you so many lies. Ain't nothing good. It's all bad. I just want to confess. And that's where confessions came from, when me saying I just want to confess all of this shit that I've been doing is bad. And we ain't have confessions. That if I wouldn't have said that I want to confess to you everything that I've been doing is bad. So it's like my time I'm saying, this going to be the first R&B record where a nigga actually tell a girl, fuck it. Yeah. You ain't got to even ask. Yeah, I'm fucking her. This what I'm doing. I got a crib on the side, with a chick on the side with a crib in the ride. I've been telling you so many lies. Ain't nothing good. It's all bad. I ain't know where we was going. I just felt like
this day. That song feels so good to this day.
Oh, man.
So that was the beginning, right? That was the beginning. I had to drive all the way to Malibu because everybody had left the studio and I couldn't record. I had to memorize all of this.
Keep all that shit
I had to keep going, right? So the next day, it's like, we got to hurry up and get to the studio. So I put it down,
You ain't write it down. You just kept
I'm driving and writing in my head.
I forget too much.
So we get back, we do All Bad, and then Mark pitched like, well, what happened after this situation? What happened with the chick on the side? Then it hit me. It's like, oh, damn, she got pregnant. This is like my real life, right? The chick on the side get pregnant. I know this story. I really know this story. I ain't even got to write this, right? So that's when we like, okay, I'm like, shit, was this going to be part 2? And part 2 became These Are My Confessions. And if we wouldn't have ever got to that, if we wouldn't have we did a part 2 of a song that never even came out.
Wow. So that was part 2 to the part 1. That was the response.
Yeah.
And you ain't even do the first one yet.
Well, we did it, but it didn't come out. LA didn't put All Bad on the first. He didn't put it on the album. He put it on the, on the repackage.
You naming some big names, right? So you saying L.A. Reid, you saying Mark Pitts. Who decides what comes on the album?
L.A. Reid on LaFace. At that time, Arista, that was his.
He'd be like, I want this, I want that.
Shot caller.
That's his job. That's what he's doing. And that was his space. Like LA, putting the albums together.
Crazy
because
I just saw like a old interview with R. Kelly, and he said he would do like 100 songs and listen to all of them and pick out the 12 on the album. Like, you know how hard that shit had to be?
Yeah.
To like, there's probably some gems left on the floor, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I never even understood why LA didn't even put both versions. He ain't put All Bad. And I'm like, what's crazy is that people gonna listen to this and they're hearing the second story. They don't even know where it came from. But I couldn't figure. I couldn't figure out how it worked.
Was genius.
Yeah, it was.
It was like crazy genius.
Yeah. So I think that was the beginning of Confessions.
I think Big Pun, right?
If you think about it, though, JD, that's how movies. Sometimes they make you watch the movie backwards.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And he was ill. He said he did the Kaja Soul. So yeah, writer's block. So he was looking at signs. It was like driving around and
that's
yeah.
I think, but you ain't got it. You know what I mean? Like if you under pressure, that's all I remember about that movie is that dude was in the, in the jail. The dude asking him questions and he's under pressure.
He made a whole story with it.
Yeah, he just looking at stuff and he's like, oh,
that's crazy.
And if you could put it together to make it sound good, that's what I started trying to do.
This week in hip hop history, hold up, July 5th. Shout out to the Abbott. The RZA celebrated his 56th birthday.
The RZA.
I mean, big shout out to the RZA, one of my favorite producers. July 7th, 1994, Warren G released his debut album, Regulate G-Funk Era.
Save Def Jam Records. Save that one record, that one album sold
Regulators.
Saved Def Jam Records. This is a fact. Google it. Figure it out. That boy saved Def Jam Records.
Also, happy birthday to 50 turned 50.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Big shout out. Welcome to the 50 Club, to my man 50. I mean,
turned 50. Yo, you know what's crazy? The man been supporting this show, man, reposting clips and all that of the show. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. I got friends in Dubai. They look at 50 Cent like he's the news. No, I swear to God. Like, they don't watch CNN and Fox. They looking at 50 Cent like he the news of America. They're like, yo, 50 said this. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. So, the man reposts us all the time. We both have history with 50 Cent.
Got history.
And we turned it around, turned a negative into a positive.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish him 50 more years.
Facts.
The man's super cock diesel right now. Like he's going for this some superhero shit. So he said he's working out 3 times a day. So he's gonna get like stupid diesel. Like not just diesel, like
new Marvel part of one of them.
Probably steroid up, all type of shit going on out there, man. Now I'm telling you the truth, this nigga is He lifted
I
in the
never seen
gym.
a nigga bigger nigga up. Did throw him off the plane.
No, I'm not throwing him off the plane. I know he want to look like the nigga made out of stone. Who's the Marvel guy made out of stone? Because 50 already like this. He like, yo, I got to get like this. So I'm like, shit. And he's like, yo, I'm working out 3 times a day, this, that. Remember when he turned, when he got, the movie he got sick? Where he was this skinny?
Yeah.
So he take that acting shit serious.
That's crazy.
Yo, 50 Cent, we love you, man. Salute the God and Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder. You know, I start some controversy. I always say, you know, Tony Yayo, the most loyal in the world. I be like, yo, I trade Rich Player for Tony Yayo. That's big out there in the streets.
Yeah, yo, definitely.
You know, Rich Player, my right-hand man, but I be like, yo, I trade Rich Player for Yayo because Yayo, he jump in front of the gun. 50 run. Like, yo, he ready to take a bullet. Yeah, that's the type of loyalty I need on my team.
That's a fact.
Shout out Rich Player to God. They both the Haitian Mafia, you know what I'm saying?
New Raekwon album dropping July 18th. You know what I mean?
Listen, let me tell you something.
It's his
Raekwon
first
is
solo album since 2017.
Let's just talk about this factory that Nas got, that they dropping 7 albums. Could the Voice of God, can you tell me who's coming out on these albums? I think they got a De La, they got a Big L.
Shout out to Massive Pill. They got Havoc. They got a Nas and Primo. They got a Ghostface album. They got a Raekwon album. A Slick Rick album that dropped in De La.
Oh, so that was the Slick, they put it out.
Yeah, all of that
I
came from
support it.
Massive Pill.
Yo,
Fire.
let me tell you something. That Raekwon shit gonna be fire. I think Ghost got one.
Ghost got one coming out. I'm on that. Shout out to
You
Tony
on that
Starks.
Ghostface?
Yeah.
Damn, you gave him a verse, huh, Jada?
My brother.
Yo,
man.
Jada, I
Who was
know
my
that, but
brothers,
you know,
man?
you are like, they gotta catch you at the right time. Like, that's how you do it.
You gotta catch me in the studio. It's hard. My producer lives somewhere in fucking the Poconos. I gotta line it. I mean, my engineer. So it's a process with getting him prepped up.
Shout out to my brother Austin, is from the Heat Maker. He always, while I'm in New York, he let me use his studio. You know, in
Shout
Florida,
out to Austin.
we got Cool and Dre.
I need you to come check me out, Austin.
No, Austin has got some shit.
Always.
But let me tell you something, man. Let's talk about the super group. Here I go with, I know it's internet. It's internet, not confirmed.
Anything,
you know, Jada like
any
to say
backlash from this?
over it. Bro, I got Twitter,
And it to him.
I got Facebook.
You also have all of their phone numbers.
Yo, they ain't hit me back either. I hit KRS though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I hit him up. Chris ain't hit me back.
I just did something for Kane too. Shout out to Kane. He was at my 50th, and we got some new shit coming out too.
Damn, I might need a verse from Jada.
Yeah, I mean,
Come
on, crack. You know you could get verses.
You know, every time I cut to Jada, I gotta chase this guy down. Like, seriously.
You sound like Khaled. Oh, that's just a mantra. I don't want to make it seem like it's a certain level of how quick I can get you your verse back. I take long with everybody.
Yeah, but what about the white boy from Boston? It looks like you work with him all the time. The white boy from Boston.
He extorts me, my artist, Millies. He comes to
He's your artist.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense.
But he still extorts me. Him and Nino, man, they figured this way to like...
They know how to do it.
They really like silently, they lower me. Let me take you to eat. Let me buy you a rollie. Let me do... They get me in there, they hit the shit on, then it's like Bronxdale. Now you can't leave.
Let me tell you something.
And when I finish, I'm like, you motherfucker, you fucking distorted.
You can buy me a Rolex anytime. Just pull up on Joe Crack if you want that wonder voice, that superstar voice. You know your man French Montana, that nigga delusional, man. French Montana, you know, we did all the way up with French Montana. That boy, he be talking about, yo, it was that golden voice. You know, that voice, I was like, yo, French. He just take too much credit for it, right? He's like, yo, that voice, you know, that shit. I'm like, it was the voice. Yo, French, thank you for making us hot. That, you know what I'm saying? That guy, Delusional Records. There's a lot of niggas out here signing Delusional Records.
Yo.
No, I'm being honest with you. There's a lot of artists signed to Delusional Records. So I'm going to be delusional and say that on the gram, I saw a super group, Rakim, Coogee Rap, Big Daddy Kane, and KRS-One, a BDP production.
Holy shit, if that happens, I'm out of it. All the backlash go to crack, but if that happens, woo-hoo!
I'm looking forward to, I think Nas should sign that group ASAP if it doesn't exist. If it ain't real,
See, now
I need Nas.
Now you talking good shit because I think that group goes perfectly
Perfect with the mass appeal, with whatever he's doing right there.
Yeah.
Imagine he put out an album with them. And yo, let me tell you something, guys. I'm known for picking beats. Please have me in the studio. I'm ready to help for free in any way I can.
Were you about to A&R that joint?
I would.